I cannot believe that this art piece sold for nearly $300,000. This one right here on my arm, Detective 880 by Jock, sold for $288,000. I got so many messages from people saying, "Hey David, it's up." And I'm like, I wish I could buy it. I thought it would be around 100 maybe, but $300,000. Wow. It was. I did not buy it. I wish I did, but I did not buy it. I'll probably have something. I'll never be able to afford something like that. But because as a comic book dealer, I always buy things, and people are like, "Oh, you had an expensive this or that." I was like, "Yeah, but I always have to sell it." So this would be something I'd have to buy and keep. So that means I'd have to have $300,000 laying around. Man, $300,000. I did not know it would go for that much. That is crazy. That is insane. Because I think originally it was sold for like. So a lot of times these artists, they pair up with comic book art dealers, and then they just like, here, I'm done with my art. Give it to the art dealer, and they sell it. And I want to say this piece originally was like $5,000 or $6,000 when it first sold, because I tracked down the art dealer, and then they sold it to someone, and I think for $20,000. And so then I contacted the art dealer, and I was like, hey, because this is many years ago, I was like, hey, what would they, or they don't want to sell it. They don't want to sell it. They don't want to sell it. And they said that they wouldn't even entertain anything like less than $50 or $50,000. So if it was less than $50,000, they're not even going to entertain it. So basically, I would have to come up with probably $50,000 to $70,000 to pry it away from this person's hands. And lo and behold, this person sold it, and they sold it for $300,000. That is insane, man. Oh, I wish I could have it. I'll probably this one day get some money and commission Jock just to paint me a nice big one that I can put in my house. So it won't be the original. And then maybe one day, I strike it rich somehow, or maybe, the whole world collapses and art's not worth anything, and then I can get it for cheap. But nonetheless, sold for $300,000. Let me know what you think it was going to sell for, and obviously everyone was wrong. I don't think anyone thought it was going to sell for $300,000 for this piece. That is just insane. So, but it's a cool piece. I like it. And that's the thing with art. Art, it's a one of one. There is no other one. If you want it, it's going to sell for, this sells for more than Todd McFarlane, Jim Lee's. Not their most expensive, but a lot of them. So that's kind of crazy, being an artist. And Jock doesn't get anything for it, but that might make his future pieces go for a lot more when he sells them. So have a good day.